Hey, all you minions and mercenaries, it's time for episode 2 of Behind the Heroes, where we're going to be taking an in-depth look at the characters in Heroes of the Storm. As you can see, this episode we are going to be taking a look at Malfurion Stormrage. And in episode 1 we took a look at Raynor, who was more of a ranged attack damage character. An assassin is the class they call it in this game, a ranged assassin. Malfurion, he's a different animal. Well, sort of literally, or not. I can never tell. Is that just a weird costume, or is he's got some interesting biology? But Malfurion, he's more of a support character, not really meant to get up there and take damage or deal it out, just kind of supporting his team. A lot of it has to do with heals and a little bit of control. His abilities, we start with Regrowth, which will heal an ally or yourself over time. We've got Moonfire, which will reveal and damage enemies in an area. And Entangling Roots, which it takes a little while to cast it. We'll see how that works, but that'll just lock enemies into place. Root and damage enemies. Okay. His combat trait is Innervate, which will allow him to increase an ally's mana regen. An ability I've not found a huge use for, with a combination of, players not needing all that much mana and some characters don't even use mana. I don't know. It's I guess if you have it, you might as well use it, but it's kind of hit or miss. His heroic abilities, we've got Tranquility, which is a great AoE heal, and we have Twilight Dream, which silences and damages all nearby enemies. I think there's a brief, half a heartbeat delay before that one gets cast. Let's look at his various... Oh, we want to look at his talents? No, we'll do his talents in-game. Let's just look at his various skins. This is normally the way he looks. No, seriously, this is the way he normally looks. And there's a couple other tints that looks like sort of I don't know what that tint is. It's just darker. And that one is... how's that different from his other one? Well, I guess it is different. This is sort of Malfurion and the old folks. The old Night Elf's home. And we've also got Storm Mantle Malfurion, which I don't know what a Storm Mantle is, but it looks pretty interesting. Kind of loses the bird look and a little bit more of a bear look, I guess. I don't know, and a couple other tints, which don't seem to be doing much to change his appearance at all. We'll just stick with the regular Malfurion and give him a try. It's going to get a little weird here because Malfurions are going to be in there waiting for us, so it's going to be dual Malfurions, and this is the only place you're ever going to be able to see that because they don't let you repeat heroes in game. So level 1, we got Path of the Wizard, a very common hero trait where you gain extra 5 mana and 0.1 mana regen for every level gain. This is one I highly recommend because it's pretty good for casters. So it's a good one. We got Moonburn, damage against minions, mercs, and structures increased by 30%. So I guess if you want to try to push lanes more, this might be the way to go. We got Harmony. Each pulse of healing on minions or mercs returns 10 mana to Malfurion. Okay, so that's another one that might be good for supporting lanes, not so much pushing them, but just supporting the NPCs in the lane. And Healing Ward, activate, place on the ground to heal all allies in an area for 2% of their max health every second for 10 seconds. So that's a pretty nice ability. Adds to his healing ability, although I almost think this is a better one, just because his regrowth seems to cost a lot of mana. 75 mana for his 500 pool at level 1. I don't know. Whatever floats your boat. And well, this is interesting. It's level 4. Oh, these are all passive. Okay. Let's say, why can't I select these? It's because they're... Well, no, I should be able to select these. Oh, you know why I can't select them? It's because let's level this thing up to 20 first. That's why I can't select it. I'm not there yet. There we go. Now we can select. Yeah, we can close that down. I don't need that right now. Oh, let's pick something first, then we'll move on. Okay. Now we got that out of the way. Vengeful Roots. Using Entangling Roots also summons a Treant that deals 180 damage and lasts for 12 seconds. So nice little added DPS. Shando's Clarity. Innervate cooldown is 10 seconds faster and grants mana twice as fast. So it might make Innervate a little bit better if you can find the places to use it, because you can't use it on yourself. It'd be great if you could use it on yourself, but I don't think you can. We may have to try that out, but I don't think you can. Versatile. Innervate also increases the target's attack speed by 10% for its duration. This also allows you to cast it on non-mana users. So that adds to the utility of Innervate. And we have Protective Shield. Shields allied hero, protecting them from 900 damage before breaking. So it just pretty much temporarily adds to their health pool, which there's a lot of shield abilities in this game, and they are quite nice. And level, let's pick one. I'll show that so we can show off the treant. Alright, level 7, we got battle momentum. Basic attacks reduce your ability cooldowns by half a second. Enduring growth increases the duration of regrowth by 6 seconds, which just adds to the overall heal. Elune's Grace increases the range of regrowth, moonfire, and entangling roots by 2, so just adds to your range, so you can sit back a little bit further in support. Call Down Mule, which is a little odd thing for Malfurion to have, but it's a common hero ability for some of the support classes. Repairs the structure that is closest to the target point, granting it health and ammo over 60 seconds. If the initial target reaches full health and ammo, the mule will move on to repair other nearby injured structures. So, let's just grab that one. And then we got our heroic abilities. I'm going to start with Tranquility, and we'll swing back around and check out the other one after we've seen this one work. Level 13, Full Moonfire increases the area effect by 50% and reduces the mana cost to 10. So it just adds to your damage. This is a pretty low cooldown ability, so 3-second cooldown, low mana cost, so it's a pretty good ability. Life Seed, casting regrowth on a target with full health will delay the healing over time effect until they have taken damage. So just sort of a preemptive heal. Gets that health regen going before they're actually getting into combat. Shrink Ray, another common trait you'll see among heroes. Activate to reduce an enemy hero's damage by 50% and movement speed by 50% for 4 seconds. I wish I could show that one off, but they obviously don't let the additional traits work in the tryout mode, which you don't actually unlock these traits till you hit level, I believe it's level 7 that these will unlock, and until then you're only able to use the ones that I'm able to pick from right now. I haven't tried this one yet. I'd like to see how that works. Fortunately, we can't show it off here. And we got Ice Block. Activate to place yourself in a stasis and gain invulnerability for 3 seconds. Now, I don't know if that holds you in place or if you can still move. I guess since you place yourself in stasis, you're going to be frozen there. So I guess that's if you don't have anything to do right now, you want to hold off and maybe wait for your cooldown so you can heal an ally before they take you out. I don't know. We'll just pick that one. It doesn't really matter at this point. Lunar Shower using Moonfire reduces the cooldown of your next Moonfire by half a second. Stacks up to 3 times. Lasts 8 seconds. So I guess it's just so we can get to spamming that Moonfire ability. And hindering Moonfire. Moonfire slows target by 20% for 2 seconds. That's a good support one. Rewind. Activate to reduce the cooldown of your basic abilities by 10 seconds. Which I think is just everything but your heroic ability. And maybe your storm power. So that could be nice. I tend to shy away from the extra activated abilities, which is probably bad, but I'm still trying to get the hang of using the ones I've got. So adding more, we'll wait to do that another time as we get better in the game. So right now we'll do this one so we can just see if we can get that thing to spam up there. And now our storm talents. Bolt of the Storm, activate to teleport to a nearby location. That's a pretty common one. Storm Shield. Activate to give you and nearby ally heroes a shield for 20% of their max health for 3 seconds. That's pretty good. Serenity increases the healing amount by 25% and grants 5 mana per second. I think they're talking about Tranquility there, even though you can't see the icon for it. And the Nightmare, which I'm guessing has to do with the other. Is it Twilight Dream was the other one? Yeah, Twilight Dream. Afflicted enemies are slowed by 50% and the duration is increased to 4 seconds. So good if you want to go a little more offensive with Malfurion. Let's try Storm Shield. So let's toggle these minions and let's go after Arthas again because he's the one you're up against in this battle. And let's just start out with doing Entangling Roots. Oh wait, no, that was Moonfire. We want to do Entangling Roots. Oh, and we missed it. But there's the treant popping out right there. And I'm going to pull back, throw a little heal on myself, because Arthas is getting a little bit handsy. Throw another Moonfire on him. And he's going to run away there. Oh. So we need to get somebody in trouble here, so I can show how Tranquility works. But Arthas is instead going to be foolish. How much can we get this thing to spam? spam that thing. We'll throw another Entangle down. Malfurion's getting in a little bit of trouble, so let's just throw out Tranquility, which going around him, as you can see, it's trying to heal him, although Arthas is doing quite a bit of damage. So we can't see if we can entangle him there, and we'll throw Malfurion another heal. And let's see, can I throw Innervate on myself? No, I cannot. I can only throw Innervate on my ally.
As nature will.
And we'll just throw down one more root so we can kill him one more time. And there we go. Okay, so let's refresh the forts, reset levels. And we'll just level up to 10 this time. And, mana, that doesn't really matter. Okay, now we'll get Twilight Dream. So let's toggle those minions again. And once again, we get the little mount bug that happens when you refresh the forts. Or reset the levels, I think it is. And we'll just use that, and that would just, not much flash to that one, but you can see it did an AoE, and it would have silenced him if he were trying to cast something. But that is the basics of Malfurion. Can't show off too much of what he can do because, you know, he's a support character, and if your allies don't get into trouble, you're not going to see that much. So that's a look at Malfurion. So again, if you have any suggestions for other characters you want to see, let me know. I'll move them up in the list. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a day.